for our PGJC Navy Sealions. Let's begin with our team captain, who wears jersey number 16, apprentice seaman Gregorio Dolor. At number 1, Joshua Umandal. Wearing jersey number 5, EJ Casanya. At number 13, Roniel Rosales. Number 15 is Peter Kiel. And number 18, apprentice seaman Joven de la Vega. Head coach, Petty Officer 3, Cecil Cruzada. Calling on our VNS One Alicia Griffins. Team captain wears jersey number 13, John Benedict San Andres. At number 2, Ronier Adviento. Wearing jersey number 3, Jan Frederick Mangulabnan. At number 7, Michael Christian Doria. Number 10, Uriel Mendoza. And at number 16, Kevin Montemayor. Libero, number 4, John Joshua Cruz. Head coach, Mr. Ralph Raymond Ocampo. This is game.
All right, as we are about to begin this second match of the Battle for Third match here in the Spikers Turf Open Conference, we have announced in the starting 6 of each team. We got the Sea Lions and the Griffins here on the hard court. On your screens, Joe Mandal and now Ben San Andres for the VNS squad. Peter Kiel there, ready to receive as VNS will be serving first here in set number 1.
It would be interesting to see how strong they will start. We did mention that in game 1. And they do start strong, right on cue.
Right on cue.
We did mention how it has been Navy leading the way in most of the sets they played in game 1. So it would be very crucial for VNS to start aggressively in today's match.
That's right, and as I just checked the statistics of that match where they got a set. It was actually the first set where VNS won in their first meet-up in the elimination round. So I really agree with you. I feel like VNS needs to start strong to get that momentum going throughout the game.
And we did mention also what it would take for VNS to have a chance at the bronze, at least in this match. If they win this match convincingly, a straight sets win would be ideal. But apart from getting in a straight sets win, it has to be much better than the performance of Navy in game number 1. So they really need to make sure that they get that good margin in today's game.
So we'll see how VNS Griffins will respond in this match. Nothing to lose on their side, but in that last sequence, a solid block there for Ron Rosales for the Sea Lions. Got Peter Kiel serving. Out of system play, Mendoza with that open hit, got coverage there. Over to the right side, still blocked. San Andres asking for it, but still went to the right side. Peter Kiel was there to defend that ball. Umandal, a smart move there, swiping the ball on its way out.
He knew how to score that point, just had to use the hands of the opponent.
Let's check out that last replay. Umandal dueling his blockers there. In the meantime, play going on, free ball. Mendoza, ball still alive, San Andres. Dolor, or rather Montemayor. Another free ball. Let's see how they will capitalize this chance. Montemayor, tight set, and second ball went to Remulla Kanda.
Gonna set up the play.
Yes, as much as we want to join the action here in the Spikers Turf Open Conference, we cannot. We have other roles to play today.
Na-excite ako eh.
Doria there with a nice serve. Ooh, tight set there for Umandal. Free point for VNS. We got 4-all here. Deadlock in set number 1. Umandal with that first ball. Yes. That is De La Vega on that right side hit for the Sealions. When you watch the men's play, what do you notice that's super different from the women's?
Actually, the rallies are things that in women's, mas maraming longer rallies. Eh. For
Okay.
men's, it's usually much shorter. And kaya pag nakakakita ka ng mahabang rally, ang sarap tignan. Because yung paluan, yung lakas ng bola, the power, it's really all there.
And parang kakaiba makakita na makadepensa ng ganong kalalakas na palo. Oh, and speaking of lakas, Joven De La Vega sends that serve way out. We are now 5 serving 6. Still in favor of the Navy Sealions. Nice jump serve there. Ooh, a nice tip. But second referee calls San Andres for a net violation.
That's not gonna help. But they managed to start off this set aggressively. But yun nga, no, Navy has its way in really securing those points.
Easy spin there for Umandal. Ooh, overrun 1 there. Yes, Dolor with that soft tip, which sends them to this first technical timeout. We've seen players rise up to the occasion and embrace their roles. And speaking of roles, we have our third member of our panel, Alexis Tinsay, with an insider report.
Joven De La Vega with 14 points last game has one of the biggest redemption stories here in the Spikers Surf Open Conference, leading to greater point contribution even after his ankle injury. Sinabi sa akin ni Joven na this season nakakaintig ng puso yung time na down siya at biglang nag-step up yung kanilang mga bench players to contribute everything they can to lift up his morale. When I asked Joven who his inspiration was, given his consistent double digits every game, he referred to his fiancée, whom he proposed to just 2 months ago. And she's actually watching here live in Paco Arena. After the league, Joven will enter military service and hopefully tie the knot in no time. Let's go back to the battle of third, this set 1.
Wow, a very inspired De La Vega right there. Kaya pala parang hindi naman siya nawala for 2 weeks.
Na-injure ba siya?
Na-injure pala siya.
Di ko napansin.
Hindi ko naramdaman.
Yeah.
But again, we are just really happy to see these athletes bouncing back from injuries, from setbacks, from health concerns, and, you know, a good opportunity presented here by the Spikers Turf. We get back into the action. Joven De La Vega there answered back, and he answers that back over on 1 there by Casanya. Ooh, a tight set of Sanya. Easy attack kill for their playmaker.
Definitely took advantage of that overset.
And in that last game, you can really tell even the blocking skill of these Navy Sealions are on point. So you can't really afford to have those tight sets, especially with this tall lineup in front.
And in fact, that's why in game 1, San Andres had his up and down performance. It was because talagang binantayan siya. And double block, triple block. The VNS definitely needs to make sure that plays would not be as predictable.
Correct. And I mean, everybody knows that the ball will almost always go to Ben San Andres. Trying to stop their #1 scorer here. And so far, they've been making efficient block kills as well. Check out that last replay. Peter Kiel with the successful attack points. With now PGJC Navy pulling away. Still on top by 2 points. You got Jan Mangolabnan on the service line. Mandal with that first ball. Casanya goes back to him. And a successful attack point there by Jao Omandal.
There was defense, but probably just too strong for the defense to handle.
Mendoza. Good block there. Mendoza again. Still blocked. San Andres this time. Off-speed shot there. De La Vega. Ball still alive. Cruz was there. Yes! Montemayor tooling his blockers, getting that point.
And this goes to show that if they try to keep the ball alive, defense is really very important. You get that chance to score that point. In this case, it was tough because we know na malakas ang blocking ng Navy, but they managed to get that point.
That's right. I think at this point, VNS just needs to slow down the balls going to their side. Not necessarily a block kill, but at least slow a block touch and make it an easier scenario to set up for them. De La Vega with a jump serve. Easy first ball. Mendoza. Ooh! Mendoza nagpapakilala dito sa ating crowd in Paco Arena.
Great connection and great delivery.
Yes.
Look at that.
Grabe. Look at that elevation. It was a perfect set, perfect speed. Nice jump serve there. Lorenzo was there though. Ben San Andres goes cross court. Lorenzo was there. Casanya goes to Umandal. Adviento was there. Loving that block kill.
And why not?
Check out that slow-mo replay there. Umandal a little off on the timing, but perfect timing on the other hand for the blockers of VNS.
And then you saw how they tried to reach for the ball.
Yes.
Talagang binasa.
Oh, De La Vega responding back for his squad. Still up by 2 points here in set #1. De La Vega just being present, whether he's in the front row or the back row. Mandal. Mendoza once again. Successful attack there, coming on the right side this time.
And this is such a good way to really boost someone's confidence.
Yes.
You give them the ball, they've scored once, and yun yung hinahanap nila for VNS. So it can't always be San Andres who gets the set.
That's right. But on that cue, Mendoza goes out with Pagulong serving for VNS. But Greg Dolor, just a power spiker right there for the Navy Sealions. Their team captain trying to take charge here. Take the momentum in set #1. We got Rosales to serve. And that sails out.
Good read by the receivers of VNS.
Only trailing by 1 point here. We got Adviento serving. Nice jump serve. Almost a miscommunication there. Free ball for the Griffins. San Andres. Good block touch there. Over on 2. Adviento was there to pick up San Andres once again. Yes! Successful this time. The Griffins are loving that action. San Andres getting one of the more convincing shots this time for the Griffins.
Against a double block that goes in the middle.
Oh, Adviento this time unsuccessful on that service line. And that will take us to the second technical timeout. All right, we are back here in Paco Arena Sports and Event Center here in Manila for the Spiker Surf Open Conference. You are watching the battle for third, game number 2. But before we get back to the action, let's turn over to Alexis Tinsay for an insider report.
One of the VNS go-tos last semifinals was Ronnie Adviento, and it's amazing to hear from him that in just 2 weeks, he will serve as captain ball for CSP for the PVL collegiate season as well as the incoming NCAA. What he loves about training in VNS is their challenge for versatility. This whole season, Ronnie trained to be a quick, trained to be a utility, a libero, and a service specialist. For the incoming leagues, he hopes to apply his all-around skills and work on them to maximize the potential they earn here in Spiker Surf. Let's go back to set 1.
Thank you, Alexis, for that insider report. How hard is it to be an all-around player?
You know, it's amazing how there have been players, and we've seen players like this, so both men's and women's. Mahirap yung umiikot because
Yes.
and you would know this, of course, right? If you shift positions, hindi lang skills, hindi lang yung nakasanayan muscle memory, because it would require you to do something different.
Correct.
It could be, and we've known, no, some players from attacker, naging setter.
Yes.
Oh, but to those who may not be familiar, even shifting positions as an attacker, kung outside hitter ka, middle ka, or opposite, iba pa rin eh, di ba?
Correct, correct. And have you ever experienced that, changing positions?
Well, you know,
per game?
not in
To
the
share.
game.
Okay, not in the game.
But siguro, you have.
Maybe. But again, we are just in awe of the skills that has been on display here at the Spiker Surf Conference. And now we are at a deadlock. 17 all here in set number 1. Ksania goes to Umandal, and Umandal ends that rally right away. We got Cruz there, the libero of the VNS. Just all smiles after that last sequence. And yes, a successful play there made by Doria with that middle attack hit above the blockers this time for the Griffins. Got Doria there on the service leg. Ksania goes to Rosales. De La Vega, ball still alive. San Andres wants it. Goes to Montemayor, but Lorenzo was there. Dolor was there. San Andres was there to get that up. Ksania goes to De La Vega. Ball still alive there by Doria. Mendoza, easy over. San Andres was there to cover. Oh, solid block there by Jao Umandal and Ron Rosales. Good anticipation there as we check that one out in that small slow-mo replay. Oh, that was just Rosales, one-on-one block there.
Yeah, probably one of the longest rallies that we
Yes.
have seen. It's such an exciting rally where defense played such a big role, you know, for both these teams, keeping it alive.
Oh, Adviento saying, what rally? Let me end this sequence right now.
Nakakapagod yun, These long
Yes.
rallies, really, nawawalan ka ng breath, no? That's exactly what tama ka. Tapusin nga natin agad. Nakakapagod.
And that would be something that my coaches would say, dapat hindi na nagrarally. As much as possible, we have to get the point right then and there. And it has been the story here on the men's division, here in Spikers Turf. As we get a substitution on the side of the VNS squad, we got Pedrosa for Montemayor. Joe Mandal here on the service line. Ooh, straight to the net this time. 20 all. Set number 1.
Bit of window here for VNS. We did mention, so battle for third for both these teams. If Navy wins, syempre sila na. But for VNS, they have to do better. And in the first game that they played against each other, it was a 25-20 score, for VNS.
Ball still alive there, kept up by De La Vega, but nobody to respond to that second ball. This time, VNS takes the lead here in set number 1. Ayun na nga, tumawag na ng timeout itong si Coach Cecil of the Navy squad. Let's listen in.
Tapos good receive na wala yung first ball, guys. Di tayo makaplay.
Sige, tuloy lang.
Go tayo, isa lang. Makagandang receive ng combination.
Sige, coach.
Hindi na kayo masyado natin.
I mean, if it's gonna be a convincing win that the VNS needs here, syempre hindi na papalayuin itong Navy Sealions as they are looking to finish this bronze medal series today, tonight, and go home with that hardware.
But
right
for
now,
Navy,
yes.
they just had to call that timeout, probably
Yes.
break that momentum. Pinaalala nga, it's reception. That has worked for them in game 1, and that's something that's been a challenge in this game, as we saw that error on the side of Navy.
A little confidence boost there on the side of the VNS Griffins. Adviento was there with that good anticipation at the net. We now have Mendoza on the service line. Good serve there. Amanda was there to pick up the first ball. And Rosales with a quick attack in the middle. 1 point deficit for the Sea Lions. Rosales to serve. San Andres, ooh, shut down by Kiel and Casanya. And this time, Coach Ralph Ocampo calls a timeout. Let's try to listen in.
Receive natin, pumunta sa medyo left side, mag-ready yung opposite, pwede ka rin pumalo hindi ka lang didepensa, marunong ka naman, ha? Basta kailangan marami tayong option na opensa, ha? Mahirap kasi maglabasa nila isa lang opensa natin.
Pwede ako kayo. Meron ka sa isa. Pero pag si Iron Navy, para pumalo ka, palo ka na lang.
Tulong!
Cover lang. Hinga muna tayo. Tara, tara.
That was Coach Ralph Ocampo leading that timeout. And nakita ko nga siya kanina bago sila umakyat. Sabi niya, akalain mo yun, nakapasok pa kami sa top 4. Sabi ko, naku, nothing to lose. Why not play it all out tonight here in Paco Arena? Good first ball there. Adviento down the middle and a successful hit. Palitan lang ng puntos dito.
At saka, that timeout was worthwhile dahil it delivered a point. They
Yes.
did listen. Sinabi nga niya, hindi pwedeng iisa lang ang gumagawa ng puntos. Hindi pwedeng iisa lang ang umuopensa.
And speaking of a lot of options here. Now we see Ish Polvorosa signing in this match. Ish with that serve. Good serve there. Lorenzo goes to Dolor. Dolor trying to find the hands of his blockers, but an unsuccessful attempt there. Once again, Coach Crosada of the Sealions calls for another timeout.
Walang magandang receive kaya hindi tayo makakaset, oh. O, isa na lang, oh. Kukuha tayo ng good receive para makapatay tayo. Makahabol pa tayo. Dalawa lang yan. Tapos isang magandang block to. Sa harap ka. O, isang magandang block ka para makascore agad. Dalawa, let's go. Dalawa.
An interesting point there, as earlier you talked about how in their first match in this series, it was actually the Sealions with a better reception than the VNS Griffins. And then now, that has been their problem, which is why they couldn't convert. And a good reminder there by Coach Cecil Crosada.
Now, such a crucial point because it means that they have to play flawlessly if they do want to salvage this set at least.
Correct. Ish there with a serve. Again, poor first ball. Dolor, easy over. Free ball here for the Griffins. San Andres in the middle. Lorenzo was there for that pickup. Dolor, blocked there. De La Vega was there. Ish with that first ball. Goes to the middle. Linesman calls that out. The Sealions are still alive here in set number 1. Again, VNS has called a timeout. Let's listen in.
Kailangan nyo yung mag-usap kanina pa nagkakamali ng gano'n. Pag ganun, kasi dalawa lang kayo sa unahan, mag-running ka, running, tapos versus. Magandang receive lang. Tatlo, diba? Receive yung sa gitna, takbo ka ng likod. Tapos na overtime sa spikers. Pero depende pa din, pag nag-miss receive, kailangan naka-ready ka pa rin.
Masabay talaga kay Doria eh.
Go tayo, tara, wala tayo.
Himala tayo sa palo.
Kaya niya yan,
Trying to break the momentum that the Sealions are gaining was Coach Ralph Ocampo for the Griffins. Let's see if they can side out on this rally. Ooh. Nice anticipation there. Mangolabnan. Kasanya goes back. De La Vega, ball still alive. Mangolabnan goes to San Andres. But it doesn't cross the net. We are tied at 24 here. Set number 1. Game number 2 for the battle for third here for the Spikers Turf Open Conference. Good first ball there. San Andres once again. A little tight there. And yes, he gets that point.
Yan yung hindi ka pwedeng mamili ng bola, gagawan mo ng paraan. For San Andres, managed to get that point.
It was a little tight as we watched this slow-mo replay, but he was managed to outjoust De La Vega in that last sequence. And San Andres now to serve.
He has great elevation, great hang time, which allowed him to do that.
Good jump serve there. Dolor was there to pick up Casanya. Gusto De La Vega. Above and beyond his blockers that time. I wonder until what score are we gonna reach today in set number 1?
You know, you gotta appreciate the composure that you're seeing
Yes,
from both teams. Because
correct.
we are at this stage where it's so crucial already. Pero parehong teams natin, hindi natin nakikitaan ng tension or pressure.
Just like that, Montemayor off his blockers. And that's right, I think for VNS, there's nothing to lose for them and no pressure on their side. As long as they play well, play together, a lot of magical things can happen for their squad.
And they seem to be enjoying the game.
Yes, that's right. Omandal right there with that strong hit using his blockers once again. 26 all, set number 1. Oh, costly error there for Peter Kiel. Set point once again for the VNS Griffins. Adviento signing in. Polvorosa out. Adviento has been very aggressive at the net. Let's see how he can maintain that energy here at the tail end of set number 1. Mandal for that first ball. De La Vega pushes it. Ball still on their side. Mandal off speed. Adviento was there. Casanya again. Poor set there. Mendoza takes the Griffins home here in set number 1. It has been an off-speed shots from both teams, but Mendoza finally ended that set number 1.
Like what you said, they've got nothing to lose. They did just that. They went all out in set number 1.
Let's see how these two squads will elevate set number 2, and we'll be back. One here on your game 2 for the Battle for Third series for the Spikers Turf 2022 Open Conference. Set number 1 was sealed by the VNS One Alicia Griffins there. A lot of exchanges all throughout that first set, but in the end it was VNS who got the composure and got that first set.
And looking at the Navy, they did start off strong as well, so they had good runs. But I think one of the things that have been pointed out in set number 1 is that they missed out on their good service reception, and that's where they struggled to execute more plays. As we take a look at the stats for set number 1, Navy in terms of attack points, VNS scoring 15 attacks, Navy with only 14. It has reversed this time around, though. More block points here for VNS with 3 as opposed to only Navy with 1. But if you look at the opponent's errors, no, so siguro it's just something to probably look at. VNS managed to give away 12 points para dito sa Navy. So imagine if they had minimized that one. Siguro hindi na dumikit, no? Yung set number 1. They would have probably gotten it comfortably.
That's right. And even if they made the more errors here in set number 1, it was Navy who made the crucial errors in the tail end when it mattered the most.
Now it would be interesting how Navy would try to correct what they have done wrong, what adjustments they will make.
But San Andres is saying, let me take this opportunity and make sure the confidence stays with us.
And there's so much, rightfully said, no? Talagang confidence, it's emanating in everyone in the court.
You're right.
And kahit na isipin natin na mas experienced, or we have more senior players on the other side, everyone here for VNS is just playing with, you see them smiling.
Yes.
You see that there's no tension, there's no pressure, they're enjoying the game.
And sometimes that makes all the difference. Whoever has that confidence, has that good body language, that energy, no matter who's more skillful, it usually, you know, the win goes to them.
The only thing is that you cannot be complacent, nor
Yes.
can you relax.
Correct.
Navy, as we know, at least historically here in this conference, itong VNS no, has yet to get a win in a game against Navy.
That's right. Will that be today? We'll find out. And if you're watching through our live stream platforms or via TV, it's never too late to come down here at the Paco Arena Events and Sports Center in Manila to watch the action live, as this might be the final day of the Spikers Turf 2022 Open Conference. Again, palitan lang ng puntos dito. We are at set number 2. Set number 1 was taken by the VNS One Alicia Griffins. This time, Navy via Peter Kiel there in the middle gets that point.
Actually, finally, low and fast play coming from the Navy. We haven't seen much of that.
Nice playmaking there for Mangolabnan, sending it all the way to the right side. Nobody for the Sea Lions anticipating that ball. Marcelino got a first ball. De La Vega just too strong for the blockers. Sea Lions are looking into keeping the lead in their favor here in set number 2. Earlier in set number 1, if we remember, sila yung laging in the lead, but in the tail end, they made the errors, the crucial errors, and VNS just took that to their advantage. And wow, Rosales making sure they get back their confidence here in set number 2.
Well executed play for Navy.
We got 6 serving 3 here. De La Vega on the service line. Mangolabnan goes to Mendoza. And yes, Mendoza once again successful on that right side attack. Mendoza being one of the more, the louder attackers here for VNS, but nabate.
Oh, nga eh. But you know, such a young and talented player. It's good to get this kind of experience. At yung nababate palaging nangyayari, no?
Always on the service line at 2. San Andres using Cansania's arms there, sending that block ball out of bounds. We got Adviento about to serve there. Oh, it was just a one-on-one block there between Casania and San Andres. Little off on the throw there. Adviento knew that that was going way out of the Spaco Arena, and that will be the first technical timeout. We are back here at the Paco Arena Sports and Events Center here in Manila for the Spikers Turf Open Conference. In the men's division, we have PGJC Navy Sealions trying to get this win and bring home the hardware, playing against VNS One Griffins. But before we get back to the action, let's turn over to Alexis Tinsay for some reports.
Kunin yung nararapat na kunin, yan ang sinabi sa akin ni Navy's Peter Kiel, who told me that no one deserves the bronze more than their team. As challenges swept in before and throughout the season, there were venue misalignments, kaya minsan hindi sila nakaka-training sa tamang oras. Late na rin sila nabuo at nakakuha ng missing players. May mga injured pa na players, and as Peter said, look where we are now. Nakaabot kami dito sa Final Four, kaya naman kukunin na rin namin ang bronze title. That's what matters. Let's go back to set 2.
You know, growth here at this level is actually how we respond to the setbacks. And we have heard so many setbacks in all of the teams, whether it was health concerns, logistical concerns, as Peter Kiel shared there with Alexis. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's the fact that they're here, they're playing, and they're in the present moment playing volleyball.
I guess it's all part of the process.
Yes.
It's all part of the process. It's all part of the experience. It allows them also to be more mature, I guess, so especially for the younger squads din who have experienced these setbacks here in this conference.
A lot of interesting storylines here in the men's division in the Spikers Turf. That's why just stay tuned in, because we got more reports for you coming in between the sets, in between the timeouts. But going back to the action, we got Ben San Andres going for that back row hit. Successful this time. VNS is trailing by 2 points.
Atong si San Andres, alam niya na bantay sarado siya, no? In game number 1, it was up and down because triple block, double block. And now she's, using the blockers to his advantage.
It's the time to be smarter in their plays, as this might be their last match in this open conference. Montemayor, again, using the blockers, getting that attack point. VNS trying to catch up here in set number 2. They're down by 2 points here. Peter Kiel with that elevation down the middle. We got our visitors here, Eliza Valdez with Tita Moji Ravenna. Live here at the Paco Arena Events and Sports Center in Manila. Still inviting you guys to come over here and see the action live.
Ooh, feels very different. Sounds much better actually, when you hear the actual contact of the ball.
Yes.
Pag pinapalo nitong ating players here at the venue.
That was Montemayor for the Griffins, sending that one out. Greg Dolor in the meantime for that serve. Ooh. Bumawi itong si Kevin Montemayor. It's usually like that. It's those players who would be the standout of your team na kapag nagkamali, hihingin talaga. Make sure na ibigay mo ulit sa akin, babawiin ko.
And for the setter, it's also very nice that you gamble back. Nagkamali siya nung una, kaya mo siya bumawi because it helps build the confidence.
Correct. And again, it's really the connection between the setter and his spikers that's crucial here also at this level. Montemayor still answering for the VNS squad here. Very efficient on that right side. 2 for 2 this time. Lorenzo's there for the first ball. Rosales trying to push it to the corners. Nobody on the side of the Griffins to respond. Navy this time up by 4 points. Joven de la Vega with that jump serve. Good pickup there. Casanya going back. Rosales with that running attack hit.
was going to be difficult to stop that with just a single block on the side of VNS.
How about the plays? Have you seen more plays happening this time in the men's division?
Well, definitely for this game specifically, for VNS, we did mention how they were missing a lot of these plays. Most of the sets were high sets. They became predictable in set number 1. But, just specific here in the second set, mas marami ng running attacks, more quick sets. And even VNS has also delivered the same. So a lot of variety we are seeing here today.
And as we remember earlier, Coach Ralph Ocampo for the VNS was saying, we need to have more options and not just have Ben, going up for that spike. Everybody can spike, kaya patulan na natin.
Oh, that's exactly what they have done. We keep, hindi lang isang pangalan ang naririnig natin, and we keep mentioning all other attackers, and they're all very active right now, whenever they are in the front line.
That was Paige Pagulong with that serve. Kasanya going for Rosales once again. A little quicker on that tempo. And that will send us to the second technical timeout. You're watching the second set of this Game 2 in the battle for third match between the VNS One Alicia Griffins and the PGJC Navy Sealions. But before we get back to the action, we got some highlights by Greg Dolor, who is back to form.
We've seen some subpar performances from the Navy's team captain, but in Game 1, it was a much better performance for Dolor. He scored 8 points in that match, 7 from his attacks and 1 block point. And of course, yun din yung inaabangan natin, how much he can contribute in this bronze match. And of course, apart from that, leadership also, something that we always look at.
And on cue, Greg Dolor with that block attack point. Nabantayan ang running ni Adviento. Cruz was there. San Andres, off speed. Good anticipation there. Easy pickup there. Dolor once again. Wow! Hindi natin na-jinx.
Oo, diba? That's good to know. And kanina we were speaking about yung changes ng position, which we can talk about later after this timeout.
Kayo babasa ng sim eh. Diba doon lang pinapadaan ng spin ball? Huwag nyo hayaan yung mga spin ball na babagsak basta-basta. Malaman nyo naman kung ibabaon o ihahaba eh. Basta pa tayo, Anim ha. Pwede mag-running, bumuka lang eh. Pwede natin ulitin yung running. Go, tayo, go. Galaw sa likod go. Hey, go! Please, ganahan yung babang energy.
That was Coach Ralph Ocampo reminding his players that, dapat dun tayo sa mahihirap na bola na pupuntusan.
Little bit of a challenge here, and also VNS trying to break the momentum on the side of Navy. And kanina nga, Zino, balikan natin, you did mention paano yung mga the experience of changing positions. Itong si Dolor is exactly that story, right? Where he is playing a different position now, usually a middle blocker, pero ngayon outside hitter. So these are the adjustments na nabanggit din ni Alexis kanina that they had to do along the way.
I wonder if it's easier for the men to adjust to positions. Kasi parang sila yung mas, athletic. Yeah. San Andres. Meantime, lefty A lefty attack hit there by Ben San Andres. Successful at that as well. And speaking, we were just talking about, you know, how these guys are more athletic. They can do anything.
That's the answer.
Ayun na nga. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Ang sagot.
Narinig ka niya. Ito kasi yun. Z.
Ooh. Free point there for the Sea Lions.
You can't throw away these points, at least with the lead that Navy has so far.
Ron Rosales with that serve. Over on one. Greg Dolor once again taking charge at the net.
Now look at how happy they are delivering these points.
Energy has definitely shifted on the side of the Sea Lions. Oh, a smart play there by Mangolabnan. Anticipating the blocker to go for that second ball. The Griffins are looking into catching up here in set number 2. San Andres with this serve. Lorenzo is there. Sanya goes to De La Vega. And not over this time for their main hitter in game number 1. San Andres still on the service line. Good serve there. Dolor was there to pick up. Nobody for that second ball though.
And a tough serve on the side of VNS, really making it difficult for Navy to deliver those first balls.
Again, this has been their story in that first set. Nahirapan ang Sea Lions in terms of service reception. That's why they couldn't convert as easily. But this time, San Andres sends that serve way out. Ooh, solid block there. Montemayor denied at the net.
That was a triple block on the side of Navy.
Again, they're being predictable, and now Coach Ralph calls a timeout.
Parang takip na takip ka na. Parang hindi yung... Manag ka na ng target. Check mo kasi yung targets mo. Or rebound, ha? Check yan. Tuloy tayo nyo. Guys, kailangan natin makuha yung pasa natin. Kasi nangyari to second set, wala tayong pasa eh. Tapos hinahayaan nyo lang lumaki na lumaki yung lamang eh. Hindi mo pwedeng ganun. Kailangan nag-aalaga tayo nung ano natin eh, nung laro natin. Tsaka guys, service natin. Lamang kalaban, hindi nyo talaga mahahabol yung score nyo kung hindi tayo makakapag-serve.
Tara, uy, yung mga mukha nyo,
Coach Ralph trying to pump up his athletes. Medyo bumaba ang energy ng mga Griffins here in set number 2. Kaya lumaki at lumobo ang kalamangan ng ating Sea Lions. And in that sidelines, nakita rin natin ang kanilang teammate.
Trying to cheer them up.
Trying to cheer them up. That was Ish Polvorosa if you didn't catch that one. Free ball for the Griffins. Montemayor. Yes! Ayun na nga ang hinahanap nilang kumpiyansa here in set number 2. A convincing attack point there given by Montemayor. Nobody there for that attack.
That was also a good call on setting that up. Kita natin the two other blockers committed on the other side, leaving only one blocker for the outside hitter.
Again, a costly error there for Mangolabnan this time. Parang every rotation, nagkaka-service error itong VNS Griffins, which should not be the case if they wanna keep that W here for the set number 2. Meanwhile, Dolor with that jump serve. San Andres was there. Mendoza. Yes! Through his blockers this time. Ish once again, their service specialist. embracing that role, smiling here on the Taraflex court in Baco.
Oh, and even dancing on the way to the court.
That's right. Whatever role you are given, it's just a matter of embracing it. Oh, Marcelino with a down the line hit closes out set number 2. Marcelino getting enough airtime here for the PGJC Navy Sealions. Let's see how these teams will respond in the upcoming set number 3. We are about to start set number 3 of this game number 2 battle for third match between the VNS One Alicia Griffins and the PGJC Navy Sealions. Set number 1 was in favor of the VNS squad, while set number 2 kumana ng madaming puntos itong Navy in getting that set win. What do you think changed in that last set?
You know, for set number 2, we did mention ang naging issue in set number 1 was their reception. It was a bit better in set number 2, and what the result of that was more variated plays for Navy. Kanina, they were missing these fast plays in the middle, but in the second set, we saw running attacks, middle hits. As we take a look at the stats for that previous set, where Navy actually won, scoring 13 attack points in that set, 1 block point, 1 serve. But ito, no, in terms of opponent errors, you did mention earlier how VNS has scored quite, rather, hindi has scored, though, has committed quite a number of errors at the service line. And
That's right.
Hindi yun nakatulong because they did give Navy double-digit points in the first set. And yet again, here in that last set, ganun na naman, no? Dami namang nabigay na puntos, which made it a little bit easier for Navy to win that previous set.
That's right. So far, yung tema natin dito sa larong to is how Navy has been the one taking charge of whether or not they're gonna win it. Parang sila talaga yung mas may control of the outcome in this match, but we have yet to see VNS taking most of the opportunities given to them. But so far, we're seeing these guys in white, the Sealions, the Navy Sealions, trying to, close out every opportunity that comes their way. Dolor there for that serve. Cruz was there for the first ball. San Andres gets that point.
Such a happy squad.
They're just enjoying their time here.
And they're not minding that double block.
San Andres with that jump serve. Casanya goes down the middle. Peter Kiel. Tumuldok ang palo. That quick attack by Peter Kiel, who is now up to serve. Let's see that one more time in that replay.
You get a good pass.
Yep.
You can execute a set like that, then definitely maganda yung play na maibibigay mo.
Again, Coach Cecil Cruzada has been reminding her boys tirelessly na it's the first ball that's very crucial for our squad. Mendoza. Ooh. Hitting high, but the blockers were higher in that last scenario. Nobody on the side of the Griffins to cover that one. De La Vega just reading that hit. De La Vega goes to Marcelino. Rosales pushes it over. San Andres for that pipe attack. Ball still in play. Marcelino. Oh ho ho! Miscommunication there between San Andres and Cruz.
What could have been a not so hard attack, ano?
Correct.
Not so hard return, even turned into a point here for the Navy.
Ooh, Mendoza trying to go for that super sharp angle, but Rosales was just there to deny him in that last sequence. As we check out that last replay, nakita na, rather that was De La Vega reading that outside set. Ralph calls for a timeout.
Alam yung marker ng quicker eh. Pag hindi kayo nakakuha ng blocker, parati double block. Ngayon kayo naman, nahuli na yon single block. Ano yun na dapat ko nung gagawin nyo? Mahirapan tayo yung single block, tapos di lulusot bola natin. Guys, be smart. Go tayo, kaya pa humabol yan. Mag-enjoy. Matalino kayo. I got it!
Every athlete now on the side of the Griffins are just trying to pump everyone up, trying to get that energy high. Here in set number 3, malayo-layo na rin yung kalamangan ng Navy Sealions. Yes, timeout works. Montemayor scores. We got that slow-mo replay once again. Montemayor getting that attack point on that right side. Marcelino, ooh, free ball here for the Griffins. Mendoza, a good tip, but it goes out.
Sayang, no? Just a few inches away from the end line. He had the right thing in mind.
Yes. Nobody was there on the side of the Sea Lions.
It was just too strong. A tip for Mendoza.
Greg Dolor was there to read that one. That sailed out. And speaking of outside, Joven De La Vega sending his serve way out. We got 3 serving 7, still in favor of the Navy Sea Lions. Cruz was there for that pickup. Mendoza, easy over, mababa ang daan ng bola. Long tip there, Casanya goes to Marcelino. Denied this time by Doria and Mangolabnan. We got this replay right here. Good anticipation on the blockers for the Griffins.
Great timing, great read.
Jump serve for Montemayor there. Rosales. Successful again on that running attack. And that is our set 3's first technical time. Alexis, you got a report for us?
Z, from teammates to fabulous foes, mga kalaban ni Ronnie Adviento si Kevin Montemayor in PVL and NCAA as he recently got recruited for San Beda. As Kevin is an only child with parents who are watching him right now via live stream in Pangasinan. They are so proud of him for stepping up this season in the Spiker Surf. As this can be their last day, he is soft when it comes to the VNS fans who draws inspiration from them as they are being loved with their good vibes and sass in their games. He wants to thank them for their support even if they did not reach the finals. As young as they are, there is still so much left to learn in the court. Let's go back to set 3.
And again, it's just really nice to see young talents emerging and being discovered here in the Spikers turf. And it's just very exciting to see what else they can do in the future.
And this is such a great opportunity, to hone further their talent, to get the experience that they need. So imagine yung level of play that we have here, and then when they get into collegiate, diba?
And that's right, Alexis was saying it's such a joy to watch these players of the VNS Griffins kasi may sass and pizzazz whenever they step inside the court. Again, today might be the last chance that you get to watch these guys live here for the Spiker Surf Open Conference. You are watching the Battle for Third match here between the VNS Griffins and the Navy Sealions. We're here set number 3. Navy leading 11-5. Ooh, good up there though, but a little too tough to pick that up again. He got that last point in favor of the VNS Griffins once again. Montemayor on that right back this time. Doria with that good serve. Ooh, over again. Mangulabnan, way to read that and anticipate his blocker. And he's enjoying that smart play.
We've seen him do it prior.
Times,
so talagang hindi niya binibitawan so that that violation would be called against the other side.
Again, they're just taking every opportunity possible here in this Battle for Third match. But this time, once again, point goes to the Navy Sealions. Good serve there. Montemayor once again. Successful. And he's been consistent on that right side. And
they've actually been delivering a lot of sets on that right side. They have been scoring.
Yes.
It has been effective, so they keep going there.
And speaking of right side, this time the Navy Sealions getting that point, courtesy of Greg Dolor. Team captain Greg Dolor here serving. Easy serve. San Andres, easy tip, but the blockers were there. Marcelino and Kiel taking charge at the net for the Sealions. Lumulobo na ulit ang kalamangan ng ating Navy squad. We are now 14 serving 8. This is set number 3. Set 1 was won by the VNS Griffins. Set 2 was the Navy Sealions. Marcelino there over on 3. Cruz sets up Montemayor. Off-speed shot. Lorenzo goes back. Kalingking rather goes back. And Marcelino ends that rally with the point. Cruz there, San Andres through the block this time.
San Andres now with 11 points
Wow.
in this match. 10 from his attacks and 2 aces.
I guess it's regardless of who's on that right side. For VNS, that right side attacks have been really efficient.
And in fact, the second highest scorer for VNS is Montemayor, who's also attacking from that right side. He's scored 11 points so far in this game.
And on that note, Coach Ralph Ocampo calls a timeout to talk to his boys.